Okay, we live.
Hey YouTube, this is Naija.
It's Cliff Mega.
And this video is about something I seen on the news, which I don't watch the news, but when I went out, somebody had the news on.
Yeah,
YMCA had the news on.
Yeah, our son, we was taking our son to swim practice.
So the quote was, the black community, this was Donald Trump, what Donald Trump supposedly said, the black community is in the worst shape ever, ever, ever. And I put the emphasis on the 3 evers because that's what he said. And I'm not paraphrasing. If y'all watching, you know, if you people that watch the news, he said ever, ever, ever. And my husband said, what do you say about that, honey?
He's right. Like, you know, you could get mad or whatever, but he's not lying. It ain't really nothing else to say. Like, we are, like, it's getting worse for us. Especially, like, as parents, you know, as now, like, you know, me and you,
Right.
we got to make sure that our children, you know, go into the next, with them having their kids, we don't want them to be in no struggle. So we can't keep passing the struggle on to the children. So he's right. If you passing struggle on to your children, meaning, you know, you're not leaving them nothing within this system. But like I say, you know, if you living here in this system and you don't have a car, you don't have a house, you don't got no money in the bank, you don't got no asset that's bringing you in money, nothing that you own, you're basically leaving your child, your children in a struggle. And you can't even leave them a job, so.
Right. I know, but like empaths like me, like an empath is someone that can feel the energy of the community. They can feel the energy of people more intensely than others.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't watch news and stuff like that. I have to kind of back away from the community sometimes, and I have to be very picky on where I live, who I associate with, because of that, what that empath that I am. So, like I was watching Tommy and Brother Polite talk about the situation with the brother that just got shot in Charlotte. My condolences to the family. He was saying that, you know, is the media putting out just this thing with, you know, the black communities, what's going on with the black communities and our black men being targets, when there's so many other things going on as well, you know, with the Jewish communities and the white communities, but those things are not publicized.
Yep.
And I'm like, well, we start to think, well, there is some kind of physical and spiritual war going on, babe.
Yeah, it's just an agenda because they hyping it really big. Like they all doing, like, they know what they want us to see and what they don't. Like, for instance, I remember when the passing of Michael Jackson, and my man put something up. He told me, he's like, yo, I just put something up on Facebook and they took it down. And he was like, what? And it was like in a matter of 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. So everything, you know, is not working within your, they only gonna put things out there that's working within their favor, within their agenda. So it is something going on with that.
Definitely. Like, are they trying to distract us from the real problem? Because I mean, look, we're going through a time where this is the election year.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is, to me, I feel like, is this are we living in a twilight zone? No, we got to choose between Trump and Hillary. Like, you know, how did it get this far? I feel like it's I don't know. Like, I don't know where this society, the states in general, is coming to. Like, I was just telling my husband, should I move out of the states, you know, with our children, because I feel like, you know, our communities are not rising together. You know, people are so divided.
Yeah, remember, it's just here in the United States. Like I said, it's not. We got blacks, you know, that are like suffering around the world, but not all over the world, not the whole world.
Right.
Because they are, like I said, like West Indians, like they come together and they you know, they doing a little better They doing a lot better, I say, than us whatsoever. A lot of other black cultures, whatever, is doing better than the Americans whatsoever. We only look like we're doing good because, you know, you show the rappers and all the stuff that we buy. We're big consumers, you know, we buy stuff. But like I said, when it comes to wealth, especially here in America, you know, it's like I said, it's about what's your asset, that the money that you're bringing in, and what you own. A lot of us don't own our stuff. You know, we think we do.
Right.
But yeah, a good idea is moving out of the U.S. Sure, you see a lot of white people moving out of the U.S. That's telling you something right there.
Yeah.
And they going to the islands to move. Oh.
I don't know. I'm kind of tired of this. Like the violence and stuff. It's like the first thing we do when we get upset is we go destroy communities. And like,
yeah, we seen that the Charlotte riot.
Yeah, the Charlotte riots. It's like, you know, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying that we've done that before, you know? And it's like, all it does is just make our communities look worse.
Yeah.
But we have to do something more. You know, we have to, like, I think we need to target a big business because they don't speak in emotion. The corporation of the United States don't speak in emotion. They speak on dollars.
Yep.
So if we all decide, you know what, y'all don't want to change things, y'all want to keep killing us, for every person y'all kill, it's gonna be for every big business we protest against. We won't shop there. We won't spend our money there.
Yep.
So if you keep killing black people, it's gonna get to a point where none of these big businesses is gonna be making money, and then we'll have the big businesses fighting on our side because they like, yo, we losing money because the police, you know, there's so much police brutality, and black people are the biggest consumers, and you know, y'all gonna have to do something about it. Cause see, they got the money. See, we have to speak in money. We have to speak in dollars and not emotion.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because what we say, okay, so-and-so died. Okay, we boycotting this big business. Okay, so-and-so died. Okay, we boycotting this big business. Okay, it'll be so many big businesses that'll be in a crisis that the economy, it'll make a big difference in the economy, and the big businesses with their big lawyers is going to be like, no. They are protesting every big business every time one of them gets shot. So we have to stop this before, you know, we go out of business.
Yep. We need to collapse the economy.
Yeah.
That's what really, you know, it's a lot of talk of this collapse.
And I feel like that's going to make a bigger change. That's when they're going to all of a sudden wake up and be like, oh man, because I feel like they feel like we just going along with it. We're gonna walk, you know, or we're gonna like destroy our communities, or we're gonna voice our opinions and stuff like that, and then that's gonna die down.
Yep.
And then one of us is gonna get, God forbid, shot again.
That's what's been happening.
And you know, I'm like, this, you know, we have to do something different. We have to speak in dollars. I've been saying this for a long time, you know, because even if I stop shopping at one of these big companies, I don't even want to name any right now, but unless we're trying to get organized. But I'm just saying, even if we stop shopping at one of these I stop shopping at the big companies, one person is not going to really make a difference. You know, I need like a lot of us to say, okay, we all getting together, like the people with the bigger platforms that got like 1 million followers and stuff like that, or even tens of thousands of followers and stuff like that. Say, look, let's all of us, we boycotting such and such big company or whatever, because y'all not hearing us.
See, a lot of people, like you said too, that's good. That's good. Like, you know, like they got you want to call it big YouTubers, celebrities. A lot of them not going to do that because of their pockets is right. You know what I'm saying? So they not going to do that. Like, you know, even like with us, like we all right, but you know me, I don't shop at nothing big anyway. So it's like a regular routine for me. But like you said, for the people's the one actually, it's not even the big time people that have a voice. The people have to come in their head and it's like, yo, I'm so tired of this. You can't think of going to riot and all that. You just, like you said, you're like, you know what? I'm not buying that. You don't buy nothing. You only pay for the stuff that you need. You need a home, you pay your rent, and you buy your food. And you tell your children this is what time it is, whatever. Like, we ain't buying nothing. We ain't buying no video games. We ain't buying nothing. Nothing. The money's just not going to move. It's just going to sit there. like my wife said, whatever. Because at the end of the day, it's it's getting annoying, as well as past annoying. But we can't keep doing the same thing. We go back out and start shopping and buying all this stuff whatsoever. Like, can't do that.
I'm saying, right? We got Christmas coming up, and all these
boycott Christmas. That's what you can do.
That's what we need to do, because all these businesses, Christmas is the biggest season. It's the biggest quarter where all the businesses make up their money they lost through the year. If we all decide that on Christmas time, we ain't doing it. We're not shopping in none of these stores. We're not giving y'all no money. We're not buying none of this stuff. Because we are the biggest consumers. When our dollars stop moving, that's when they're gonna start hearing us. I bet you.
Yep.
I bet you that's when they start hearing us. Bet you when they start saying, "Oh, okay, this is crazy. They're not shopping anymore. We gotta have to change something." But they're not hearing us because we're doing the same things over and over again.
Yep.
And it's like, I don't know. Like, I feel like we just can't sit around and just do the same things anymore.
Yep.
I keep saying, like, when they did the boycott of the bus, it's only then when stuff started to change.
Yep.
Because they started realizing that they was losing money.
Yep. Crazy.
Like, oh man, we losing the black dollars. No, we can't do that. Okay, now let's do something. Let's act like we care.
Yep.
But anyway, that was just my thoughts on it.
Yeah, y'all. Like I said, comment, and let us know what y'all thinking about it whatsoever, and let us know what are the solutions that we can start doing right now. Like, I don't want to hear no more that this is messed up. Let's start doing it. Like, let's throw the action into it. Let's throw the action into it with our dollars. Cause like I said, like the riots and all that stuff, especially, like, I'm not with smashing up my own community what I live in. That don't make no sense at all. Like, that's not doing anything whatsoever. You got to go to the store in your community. Like, that's dumb. You don't go to the Western Aid. Like I said, we could do it peaceful. We don't have to give them no money. And like I said it before, we could give each other the money. Anyway, later, y'all.
Later.